to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Manning now on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Manning. And Ingram hauls it in. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Manning. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Alec Ogletree coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now Newton. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
I don't think there's any doubt that that was not a very good throw by Eli. And, you know, part of what happens is he's a little bit of a slinger, all right? He's going to throw it downfield and take his shots. And in this case, it backfired.
Worth noting, you remember 2007 against the Vikings, 3 pick-sixes Manning had in that game, tied for the most in a game in NFL history.
So study his career. They've thrown the ball downfield a lot. That's where you'll accumulate a few more interceptions.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Madden. And this is going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And taken right on the 30. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Mario Edwards able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Newton. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jarius Wright, 47 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning to Barkley on the check down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one and talk about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Zebra.
From the gun, it's Manning. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Manning. And his guys As he'll take over at the 25-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Right to the 3.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Buying time to his left. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, hey. Look at it. Look at it.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hey, hey. Look at her.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Now he's forced out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Come on now.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
On the ball.
Here's Newton. And this will complete right side to Funches. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funches, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Manning, a free play here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Manning. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Manning now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Manning. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Manning. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Zebra.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, gun.
From the gun, Manning. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A beautiful fake. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Room here to run. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards on the ground. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Gano the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Gano out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing now is Manning. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Shepard. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Regular. Zebra.
One final try now for Manning. Finding some room at midfield. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. Touchdown, Carolina! A great effort there. 68 yards. And the The Panthers have got it on cruise control. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Manning now on first down. Forced out to his left. A strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down is Manning. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Manning to throw on second down. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to face a third down.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And if they're going to take it in for another touchdown like they did on their last drive, they're going to have to do it the hard way, starting at the 1.
And boy, is that a difficult position. Obviously, where they are on the field, they have to be careful with the football. But at the same time, they can't be so careful that they can't run their offense as well. Everyone's got to lock in this situation. No mistakes.
In his own end zone, it's Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 99 yards. And the Giants are in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get them one closer. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on second down is Newton. Dancing to his left. And he's got room. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is McCaffrey on the give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
On second down, here's Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Zebra.
Manning going to throw. He's going to launch this thing. He's got him in. Complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 42 yards. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
27's for Sam. Hey, gun.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Mario Addison in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle to Beckham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27. And the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and completions and touchdowns. Just another connection. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Mario Addison getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Zebra.
Shotgun now for Manning. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard from 19 yards away. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Rosas good with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Newton on 1st down. Now he's forced out left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Newton. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 1st down, Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, it's Manning. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Manning, and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Twisting away. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Manning. Flush to his right. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground. It didn't go in the other direction.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And the Panthers coming out now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Throwing here, Newton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Receiver.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Now a desperation throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The shotgun snap for Newton. On the crossing route, complete. It's right. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.